So I am here now with Ben Moore and Matt Garella of The Ugly Company. I love the name, but none of us up here are ugly, but we're going to talk about some ugly produce. So this is a valley born and raised, and they're helping reduce food waste by transforming funny looking fruit into delicious dried snacks. So Ben is The Ugly Company's founder and CEO, and Matt is the Chief Brand Officer. So Ben, let's have you tell us a little bit about the company, about yourself, how you got started, and what The Ugly Company is.
Yeah. Well, so first of all, I do consider myself ugly. That's what my mom named me right here, you know, Big Ugly. So I started the company about 5 years ago now. My family, we farm in Central California and Kingsburg.
Okay.
And about 5 years ago, I was driving truck, hauling fruit. So I'd haul fresh fruit in the morning, and I'd also haul ugly fruit that the packing sheds were dumping out in the afternoon. And just me as kind of the dumb, hungry truck driver would eat the fruit, and I would think, well, if I'm eating this,
it must be fine.
Why isn't somebody else eating this? So I spent a year kind of going down the rabbit hole, figuring out, you know, what people had tried and failed, and where things, you know, needed to line up, and just, you know, named it The Ugly Company and went for it.
Because when packers accept fruit, they have certain standards for that fruit, and there's all kinds of studies that show that people, when they buy fruit in the grocery store, they want a certain standard too, but that fruit or vegetables or whatever is completely fine to consume, right?
Yeah, so on one hand, it really is consumer driven. You know, stores buy what people will buy, and therefore that's what growers ship. But then on the other hand too, there's also logistics involved too. So you'll have a piece of fruit like this that's a little bit soft that this isn't going to ship and make it to the grocery store. So that's kind of the other half of it as well.
Okay, interesting. So Matt, as the Chief Brand Officer, how do you market this company taking this uncommon approach to fruit and produce and dried fruit?
Yeah, we like to take it head on. We like to be transparent and lighthearted about it. Obviously, our name is Ugly, and we did that purposely because a lot of times people will see it. They're not used to somebody calling themselves ugly and being proud of it. And so when they see that, they are a little bit, they get a chuckle, they want to know more about it, and that really allows us to then tell our story in a more deep way, talk about the food waste prevention that we have. And once they learn about what we're doing as a company and our mission, they fall in love with the brand and they want to buy over and over.
And people like self-deprecation. That's charming to them. Okay, so you take the ugly fruit and then you're making dried fruit. Is that right? That's part of the business. Can I open this?
Yes.
Is that, oh, peaches. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you make from, and the basket there, that's the ugly fruit. This produce here, that's from a grocery store, and it looks almost identical. But to your point, it may not have shipped very well, or packers may not have wanted it, and then this is the final product.
Yep. So something that we love about our product.
Well, it tastes exactly like it might taste any other way.
Yep, it tastes great. There's no added sugars, no added preservatives. So it truly is a healthy option you can have at home. And I got the idea for the product from my grandma, who used to take fruit after we were done picking as a kid, whatever was left behind in the field. She would take it, wash it, slice it, and she would dry it on the roof of the house.
Oh.
So I grew up eating dried fruit that didn't have any added junk to it, and that's kind of, for me, it was the natural starting point.
I love this idea, especially because, you know, you're from the Central Valley, and that's an adorable Central Valley story. So what stores are you guys in, and how can we find you?
Yeah, so we are expanding nationwide, which we're really excited about. Here locally in the Fresno area, we're talking to Save Mart right now, so fingers crossed for us on that. But places that we're already at, Sprouts, we're in Sprouts nationwide, and you can find us in the Fresno location near River Park, as well as Clovis, at the Herndon and Clovis location. So you can also find us at a lot of different gas stations, liquor stores, things just kind of sprinkled around the valley. So keep a lookout for us when you're stopping to get gas, and look out for Ugly.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game. You're gonna give me two pieces of fruit. One is ugly, and one is not ugly.
Yep. So one, we bought at the store this morning.
Okay.
The other one we pulled out of our cold storage, which was fruit that was going to be thrown out, but we upcycled it, and now we're sitting ready to process it.
Okay, let me see these.
So
these are peaches, right?
Both peaches.
Okay. Oh my God, these look identical. Okay, but I think I know which one.
All right.
Because this one has a sticker on it. So this one's from the store.
This one's out of,
Oh, they both have stickers on it. Oh my God, now I really don't know. Do you know?
I know 100%.
They both feel exactly the same, and they both look almost identical. I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me.
This is the ugly one right here.
Okay, now what?
This is the store-bought one.
Now, why is this fruit ugly compared to this one?
See, it's got that little nick right there.
What?
So this one, and it's got a little bit of soft spot right here. So it's got a little bruise it's not going to hold up with shelf life in the store. So that would be why.
Any other reasons why? So this basket is actually ugly fruit, and then these are
those are all grade 1. Yep, grade 1, straight from the store. So one of the big kind of misconceptions about the fruit that we have is that, hey, this is ugly, destroyed fruit, and it really is not.
Yeah.
So our fruit, we take it at the same hygienic level as if it was going to the grocery store. So it goes in our sanitized fruit bins, goes straight to our cold storage. But for us, really, we have to be fast because of a lot of these shelf life problems. So you have one right here. This has got some wind scars.
Oh, okay.
So when this piece of fruit was growing on the tree, it was sitting there banging against the branches, and it developed those scars, more than likely.
Interesting. How about that one?
This one right here, it's got a bruise, so it's got a soft spot there, and you can see if I pressed on that, it would juice.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you could eat this today. This is probably one of the best tasting pieces of fruits off the tree because it was really ripe. But if you put that in a box, it's going to go bad. A lot sooner than these other pieces are.
Okay.
But it's interesting because here and now, you would have no idea.
You would have no idea. Yeah. So all of our ugly fruit is totally acceptable to eat and might also be even better if you grabbed it from the tree that day and ate it.
Yeah, the funny thing is, as farmers, like when we're going to eat fruit, we go straight to the cold bin where fruit's being thrown out because that's the ripest, best fruit. And we also know it's not going to be sold, so we might as well eat it, right?
Interesting.
And here's a little funny one. We get a lot of these.
Oh, yeah.
They got the little hook nose on it, kind of like your old uncle,
Oh my God, that does look like a little hook nose.
Yeah. So that's really just a piece of fruit that the blossom produced 2 pieces of fruit, and they're kind of conjoined. So at our plant, we just break that little piece off, and then we process the rest.
Well, I always like to have things that don't have any added sugar, and this is I can recognize all the ingredients in this little snack here. What's next for the Ugly Company? You just opened a new processing facility in Farmersville. That's great for us because a lot of places are leaving California, so that's great for the Central Valley. So what's next for you guys? What's going on in Farmersville?
Yeah, so the big thing for us in Farmersville right now is the 7-day-a-week, 18-hour-a-day battle of getting this plant online.
Yeah.
It's been quite the fun time. But we're bringing about 30 jobs to the area. It's a neat place. It's a great community. I'm from Kingsburg originally, but Farmersville has accepted us head on. I mean, the city council is great. The mayor's great. Community is awesome. For those 30 jobs that we opened up, we had over 150 applicants in 3 days. So I mean, it's a great place to do business. And to people leaving California, they're local. They don't know what's up.
I know. Oh, okay, that's great news that you've got tons of people. So I can see this getting really big, especially for people in the Central Valley who know what goes into farming and what goes into the agriculture community here. So any other fruits that you guys are working on? Because we have peaches, cherries, apricots, nectarines, anything else that we can look out for?
Yeah, we also have kiwis. So we can another place to buy fruit is at our website, theuglyco.com. We have our kiwis for sale there. We didn't bring them here today, so that's one to look out for. But also we're in the works of working on some mangoes. So we know dried mango is a huge part of the dried fruit category. A lot of people love dried mango, so we want to jump on board and bring some mangoes in, so keep a lookout for that in the future.
Well, the fruit definitely doesn't taste ugly. I've been eating this thing the whole time. So this was delicious. Thank you guys so much for sharing your story. Thanks for coming out here. I'm excited to see what happens in Farmersville, and I'm excited to see what more products you roll out. So thank you so much for sharing your story. We appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. Come on down to Farmersville and check us out.
Everybody else, stay right there. We'll be right back.